Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Mahmod. I am PhD student at the University Technology Mara, UITM Shah Alam. Title my presentation for today is Physicochemical Property and Energy Characteristics of char produced by HTC, pyrolysis, and microwave of oil sludge resulted at NRC-PG comparative study. My supervisors, Dr. Shatir and Dr. Ali and Dr. Ahmed Rafizan. This one is outline of my presentation is included from introduction and ended with the planning for next semester. So in introduction, as we know, the oil sludge resource came from upstream and downstream. Also, the oil sludge quantities from NRC-PG, this is very important information from my study is produced from 3,000 to 3,005 meter cubic per year. This is a very high amount, and it's concerned in my study. So the oil sludge hazards, as we know, is one of the danger of environment natural due to the harm of effect to the humans and environment. Also, the oil sludge production is an industry. Each 500 ton is from crude oil refinery produced 1 ton of oil sludge. My problem statement in my study is divided in two parts of problem: general problem and significance problem. So the general problem in oil industrial, when we have the process refineries, all of them is they yield of the hydrochar. But my significance problem in MPG, we have 3,000 to 3,005, as I mentioned previously. We have this amount go to the landfill is called the charge in Makhul mountain in Beijing. The objective in my study is four objectives. At first is characterization of oil sludge to production to find the ability to undergo to the thermochemical conversion process. Also comparative studying among three process. First one HTC, pyrolysis and microwave, and produced char, biochar and microchar depend on the process and physicochemical and energy characteristics of solid yield produced. So the scope of my study at first collection, preparation and characterization of oil sludge. Second one, HTC process depend on the range of temperature and residence time. Also the the pyrolysis process study effect of temperature and resistance time, but the microwave study depend on the power and microwave radiation time. This is different. So I have comparative between the solid yield produced and raw material. How many type I have from solid yield? I have three type. First, hydrochar, microchar, and pyrochar depend on the process, and comparative among the comparative with raw material oil sludge. I will show in next slide. In the lecture review, this amount worldwide in the production in India and in China and in Iraqi Beijing. This is best information in this research. So this lecture review the previous process to dealing with the oil sludge, as I mentioned in this table. So this methodology, figure 3, is very important. Thermochemical conversion process of oil sludge. At first, characterization of oil sludge. Second objective is HTC process. Third objective is pyrolysis process. Fourth is the microwave power, as we see here. So this table is just for show to when you see this is HTC process, pyrolysis process, and microwave process. Each one is the parameters like feed, nitrogen pressure, residence time, temperature, or microwave bore, and solid yield. What name or what called depend on the. So this is solid yield, depend on the process. Figure 1, solid yield from HTC, solid yield from micro, solid yield from pyro, depend on the temperature. This is solid yield depend on the resist time, also different from this. This is calorific value is very important. Which is better? Which one is better than from one to the another one? Also, this is the Van Gogh diagram is the quantity or the efficiency of the fuel. By this method is the hydrogen over carbon and oxygen over carbon. Comparative three products with the black one is OS and hydrochar, pyrochar, and microchar, and comparative among them. This table is very important, is PET of oil sludge and charts and comparative. What happened? As we know, the porosity and total per volume is very important, and PET surface area from raw material. As we know here, the improvement on the PET surface area from raw material to the microchar is better one. This is XRD. This figure 5 shown the XRD, oil sludge, hydrochar, pyrochar, and microchar. Then this is FTIR spectrum is also oil sludge, hydrochar, microchar, pyrochar, and comparative among them. Which one is groups? This figure helped to the enhance of material from OS waste to the solid carbon fuel. This is EM, also oil sludge, hydrochar, pyrochar, and pyrochar and microchar, and difference between one by one. This analysis, TGA analysis, thermal degradation of the raw material, and if we can see and compare between these figures, we can see the raw material and hydrochar degraded by 2 steps, not 3, but microchar and pyrochar degraded by 3 steps. This that's mean the effective of the microwave process and pyrolysis also is active, because the degradation have done by the 3 steps. Last one, I think this is comparative differences among hydrochar, pyrochar, microchar, and comparative with the raw material oil sludge, effect of temperature, calorific value, enhanced from the raw material to the trials, and enhance of calorific value and PET surface area, and last one is effect of the thermal degradation. This is contribution and novelty. As we know, the HTC yield, hydrochar, pyrolysis yield, pyrochar, microwave process yield, microchar. So the hydrochar enhanced from 9, the raw material, from 9.2 to the 17.8, enhancements 80%, but the pyrochar enhanced 142. It's large. So its largest is the microchar, enhanced to about 200%. This is very important, enhance, and will help and will make the good fuel properties, and has good HHV value. In conclusion, as we know, I previously published 2 papers. These papers help and support my research in the HTC and pyrolysis and microwave. It was successfully and a good approach to the convert oil sludge to solid carbon fuel. This means the oil sludge upgrade as a solid carbon could be used for energy generated and wastewater treatment in oil industry. So the recommendation for future work, the NRC PAG produced 3000 to 3005. This is best knowledge or best information in my research. It's byproduct or unwanted product. The char produced in this research will be used as a solid carbon fuel at NRC PAG. So solid carbon fuel for energy and wastewater treatment. Thus, economic product will be used as a clean environment and valuable fuel, which will contribute to the reduced CO2 emission. So last one, and the increase the NRC profits by reducing spend and rise the environment of pollutant. So this is get changed. Now I'm in 5 years in my study. I hope in this semester or next semester I will do my pre-viva and viva, then I will complete inshallah at 5 years. So this is list of publication as I mentioned previously. This is paper 1 and paper 2. My thesis, alhamdulillah, I have done 100%. I'm submit to my supervisors. Now I'm waiting his comment, and I will do my correction in my thesis. Then I will submit to my faculty to do my mock viva. Then I will do my pre-viva in next semester. This one. Thank you so much with oil sludge. Thank you, Mahmud.